guys, it's Carrie with Rockin G Farm. Well, today I am just doing a lot of projects here on the farm, and one of those projects is to water the flowers and the trees up here at the front gate. And I'm going to do just a little bit of weed eating around those trees, and just so that I can keep on top of it and not to let them get too far out of control. But guys, if this is your first time joining me for one of my videos, just hit that subscribe button, and then right beside it there is a notification bell. If you hit that notification bell, you will be notified every time that I have a new video that is uploading. But we are getting into the spring and the summer season here on the farm, so I'm very busy every day. So I'm just going to take it one step at a time, and today I really need to get these plants watered and some of these weeds away. I have got one more crepe myrtle. I have a white flowering dogwood, a Washington hawthorn, and a redbud that I need to do this with, along with my honeysuckle that is running the fence line. All right, my red bud, some of the roots are showing, so I'm going to add just a little bit more soil to the ground around it. That's some massive weeds out here, but this soil is a lot drier than it was up by the fence line. So the fence line was pretty easy to pull the weeds. The weeds out here are dry and they are attached to the soil, something fierce. So I'm going to do what I can today with pulling the weeds. However, I will come back maybe a day or two after a rain, which makes the soil softer and it'll be easier for me to pull the weeds out. Just a little bit to top off the area. We will be bringing mulch and stuff in here later, but right now I'm just trying to get everything in here so that it will start growing. And it's going to take a very, very long time on this front flower bed, but that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it beautiful. Hey guys, well, as you saw me getting the weeds out of my plant here, the name just completely went away. I know what it is. It's been here for a while. It's beautiful when it blooms, but it just went away. But if you look, see all those weeds? I would have never stuck my hand down in that plant to start weeding, because in this area the grass does not look thick, and it's not, but it is so intertwined on each other and thick that way that I was standing last summer right next to a snake, and his head just popped up right out of the grass. but I couldn't see him because he was under all of this grass that was woven in together. So I wasn't about to stick my hand in that plant there and try to get all that grass out of there, but that looks so much better, because I was just going to go, I'll leave it for mulch, but it looks so much better than having that extra grass out of there. So much better. Let's go over here and look. Look how much better that looks. Now I still have a whole bunch of grass in there because, like I said, this used to be pasture. I did plant this one last year and it took real easy. I just got it out of the ditch, brought it over here with this plant. This plant's been here for at least 4 years, and so I put that one here and it looks great, but that looks really good. Like I said, I will have to continue to come out here and do what I'm doing once a week. It's going to be easier the more you do it. So the more you weed and take the time to get the weeds out of your garden, the easier it will become. The first part, it is going to be a nightmare and you're going to hate it and you're going to say, no, no, no. Take little bites. I'm not trying to weed this whole area. I'm just weeding around the plants that I am planting, and I will bring in some mulch and mulch them real good, keep the weed suppression down. I'm trying to think of a ground cover that would work really, real well out here. So if y'all know anything, this, like I said, we have to bring in the water up to the front. So if you have any idea what ground cover likes hard, compacted soil clay, that's a piece of crap clay because it used to be a pasture, and can handle high humidity and drought, because I have to hand water up here, so I'm not going to be able to have a hose up here. So put it in the comments, let me know. I will try to grow some and see what works the best out here at the front so that I can cover up all these grasses. A lot of it's crabgrass and it is so thick. Let me show you. It's so thick. That is the root on the crabgrass. And that's why it's so hard to dig out here, because you hit one of these roots and it's like hitting a rock. So, I mean, it's really hard. So it's just going to take some time, but give me some suggestions on some ground cover for out here. Help girl out, guys. Well, okay, I'm going to get all of this trash out of the way and head to the other side of the driveway. I do have to shut the gate. The cows are coming this way, wondering why I've got the gate open, so I better shut it before I'm not paying attention and they end up coming out on me. Okay, guys, whew, I'm getting tired. My arms are feeling like they're falling off, but let me show you what I've got done so far. I've got one more tree to weed around, and that's my last crepe myrtle. Everything else has been weeded around, and then I'm going to go back and water everything. So let me show you right here. Okay, so I've got most of the weeds out from around it. At least we can see it and know exactly where it's at so it doesn't get weed whacked accidentally. Hint, hint, oops, So I didn't say that at all. And then here's another one. So that one is really looking good, and I love these. Look at the stalks on them. They have got like a really dark, almost, well, it's red, but yet when you look at it in a different light, it kind of looks black. Stalk on it. I love it. I love it. The flowers on these are going to be red. And then we have our last one here that I've had to replant because it got weed whacked, but it was in all of these. These are like some sort of weed, and they grow so fast. It's like one day they're not here and the next day they're here and they're ready to reseed. And it's just like, wow. But I think this is okay. This one's a little dry. This one's still bendy. That one's a little dry. I just planted this. We'll see. If not, I'll try to reroot, take a cutting off of one of the other ones and make a plant out of that. We'll see. I'll just kind of have to baby it for quite a bit. He's kind of not liking where he's at. But let me get him watered in and get this let me get this last crepe myrtle weeded so I can go take a little bit of a break and get something to drink and start on my next project for the day. I had these big buckets to these molasses feeders. I don't know if you can see them from there, but let me show you. I have this big molasses feeder, And I keep them down here and let the rain fill them up with water. And sometimes we get them on the truck and carry them back and forth. But the cows now know that they have water in them, so they will knock the lids off and drink the water. So I'm gonna have to pull them out here on this side of the gate instead of in the pasture. So I'm trying to find some place, somehow that they won't notice them. This is some sort of flower that I planted, I don't remember when, but it came back. I think it might be a, I don't know what it is. Some sort of something. My mama gave it to me, but I can't remember right now. This rock's out of the way so I can come here and weed. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to come out with a shovel and get this area out because this is like a big clump and I can't get it. And I remembered these are some sort of monkey grass that I had planted all around this pot, but it was so dry that they all dried up except for those two. So I will make it a point to keep coming out here and watering them. My mom has more monkey grass at her house. She digs it up every year and hands it out. So we'll just see what we can do and get some ground cover on this to strangle out those weeds and all that. But guys, thanks for joining me today as I weed-eated the front gate, and I really appreciate your joining me today. I just tried to make it a little bit more beautiful. So guys, thanks for joining me today, and make what you have beautiful.